Hey everybody, welcome back to Vlogging Every Day in August. It is episode 28. 28, just 4 to go. Pretty crazy. So thank you all for joining me. If there are those of you who have made all 28 days, I appreciate you. Just distracted. A couple things I want to talk about today while I'm sitting here. We were in San Diego all this past weekend. I did a lot of filming of our conference, and I'm sitting here rendering out a video actually from the previous one that was in Boston, and it's a long render, so I wanted to take this time to talk about Plan B. I know that sounds weird, but while this is rendering out, I was like, man, I kind of don't have anything to do except with my fidget spinner, so I thought I would come here and do this Veda. And I actually want to tell you a story about my favorite plan, being aware or having a Plan B. So I consider myself a musical theater performer. I do a lot of singing and dancing, and a couple years ago I did a lot of regional theater, and I got cast in a production of Miss Saigon in New Hampshire at the Palace Theater in Manchester. I got cast as Tui, which is weird because I'm not even close to being remotely Asian, but that's beside the point. And he's the bad guy in the show. At the end of Act 1, he threatens Kim and her little boy, and he gets shot in the back by Kim. No spoilers, everyone should know that by now. And then Act 2 happens, and I'll leave that open. I've done a couple shows where there's guns and fire and whatnot, and I went to the director and I said, hey, Carl, just curious, do we have a backup plan if the gun doesn't go off? Like, what do you want me to do if, like, the gun doesn't actually go off? And he was like, oh, no, the gun will go off. It always has. We've never had a problem. I was like, cool, but not to be like, negative Nancy, but you've never done a show with me, so help me out here. What do you want me to do if the gun doesn't go off? And he was like, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. So, sure enough, second to last show of the run, I'm towering over this child with this knife, and I'm singing B flats, which is not easy to do, and sure enough, it comes the moment, and click. Click. Carol, who is playing Kim, is behind me, just trying to let the gun go off. I'm towering over this child with this, like, combat knife and no gunshot. Now, what's actually really funny is the choir's next cue is the gun. So, bang, this is the hour. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, no gun, no choir, and I look down at Julie, who's our music director, with like side eye, and I'm like, anything gonna happen? And she's like this, waiting for the gunshot. Subsequently, Carol decided to throw the gun at me, which buzzed past my head. So I cowered to one knee, and then she came over and stabbed me with the knife. Now, clearly in theater things happen, right? It's why we are trained to be improv artists and get through the situation. I just think it's really funny that I brought the situation ahead of time and was given the no plan B needed, we'll be okay. So, which is in turn to say, how often have you considered a plan B, whether it be in your day or whether it be in your life, whether it be a plan B income or a plan B career or a plan B, I don't know, activity for the day. Like I said, I'm rendering something. I was like, oh, I don't have anything backed up for me to do while I'm doing this. So, how often do you consider that plan B? Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't have a plan B because if my plan A isn't working, I'm going to make it work. And I'm like, and that's fine. And I totally get that in like long run career-esque plan. But sometimes you just need a little bit of like, if this doesn't Y, I'm going to X. That makes sense? Anyway, so yeah, how often do you really consider having a plan B in your life? Perfect example for me in real life. I wanted to be a theater performer all my life, in theater and Broadway, and do TV and television and be an actor. And I never, again, that's my plan A. It's what I want to do, it's what I want to have done. And then along the way, I found all these other things that I was fairly good at, which then came to light and gave me a second career, gave me a plan B without actually solidifying it as my plan B. Hence why I'm in the studio editing videos. I never thought that would be something that would be a career for me. I always thought it would be this fun hobby that I would do on the side, and turned out to be a pretty lucrative career for me. So, that's my thoughts on Plan B. Do you have one? Have you considered one? And if you have considered one, have you ever put it into effect? Have you ever needed your Plan B to be your Plan A? just my thoughts. You guys know I come on here and I kind of spitfire some thoughts about life and the pursuit of happiness and the pursuit of wealth. And I know a couple while ago I came up with I was like, oh, I need a tagline. So I thought just for now, until I found something better, I think I'm going to sign off with be happy, be healthy, but most importantly, be yourself. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep watching videos. We'll see you next time.